Hello, and thanks for mathing with me today. We're going to talk about literal equations. In math, we often use equations or formulas that contain multiple variables. When we use the equations, we don't always solve or want to find the variable that it's already solved for. And so we may want to solve the equation for a different variable so that then we can repeatedly use the equation to solve for that variable. So let's talk about what we were just mentioning earlier. So for example, in number one, we have area equals base times height. Suppose we had a bunch of area measures and heights that we wanted to find the length of the base to go along with those. So if that was the case, then maybe multiple times we'd want to find the base. And so what we could do then here is solve this area equals base times height equation for B once, and that way when we're solving or trying to find the base for these various areas and heights, it's much easier process. This is especially important or helpful when we have more complicated or more complex equations. This might seem kind of simple, but this is just to get the idea. So if we wanted to solve for B in this equation, we see that we have area equals base times height. So we want to divide both sides by h. So that gives us A over h equals B. So we see that the base then equals the area of the triangle divided by the height of the triangle. In number two, we have area equals pi r squared. So this is the area of a circle. And if we wanted to, and the r is the radius, and if we wanted to find the radius, then we need to divide both sides by pi first. So we get area divided by pi equals r squared. And then we want to get r by itself, so we actually need to take the square root of both sides. So we get the square root of area divided by pi equals r. And in this next example, number three, we have perimeter equals twice the length plus 2 times the width, and we want to solve for the width. So to do that, the first step is to subtract 2L, right? So we get the perimeter minus 2L equals 2W. And then we want to divide both sides by 2. So we get P minus 2L divided by 2 equals W. So we could write this multiple ways, right? I could split this up so that we get this, right? P over 2 minus 2L over 2 would just be L equals W. You could also write it as 1/2 times P minus 2L equals W. So any of these formats are correct. You're going to get the same answer. They all are the same thing. All right, time for you to try some examples. Solve the equation for the variable specified below in numbers 4 and 5. All right, hopefully you paused the video and you found that d over 2 is equal to r, or r equals 1/2 d. You could write it either way. And we also found that L equals V divided by WH. Pause the video now and try number 6. All right, in number 6, we get H equals V divided by pi r squared. I hope in this video you learned what literal equations are and how to solve for various variables in literal equations. Thanks so much for mathing with me today.